Dr. Wayne Pohl specializes in kidney cancer at Riverside Hospital. Some of his patients like him so much, they have a date of sorts to visit him after surgery for 24 weeks in a row. That's because Dr. Pohl's patients are participating in a worldwide study to prove the effectiveness of a new kidney cancer drug.
I thought it was a tremendous opportunity for my patients to have access to a drug like this. And the only way they can have access to some of these cutting-edge drugs that are in clinical trials.
For 24 weeks, patients who volunteer for this clinical trial make a trip to Dr. Pohl's office for a drug infusion. Some patients will receive the test drug and others a placebo. It takes real dedication on the part of the patients, sometimes driving or flying hundreds of miles in all kinds of weather to participate.
In this trial, which is people have kidney cancer, you remove the kidney, and people appear to be totally cured, but they're at high risk of recurrence. So a certain high probability of recurrence. The standard of care is to do nothing, just watchful waiting. And then if they get recurrence, they'll get a chemotherapy. The opportunity here was perhaps this drug would reduce the recurrence rate. So that was the opportunity. So the standard of care was to do nothing. So they got something in addition to that.
Many of Dr. Pohl's patients, like this gentleman, will continually be tested to see if cancer has returned. At this point, it's the only avenue to follow after kidney surgery. But this cancer study on a new drug could open more doors, even though the results are years away. It's a long process.
Yeah, for cancer studies it is. Cancer studies are very challenging. They're extremely labor intensive. They're challenging. They're leaps of faith for the patient to enroll in the studies. The patients who enroll in these studies are heroic. They're a tremendous amount of work. It takes years to enroll patients, and it takes years to see if there's a difference in recurrence rate. So they go on for an awfully long time. But this is how it's done. To do it in anything but a sloppy way, to do it in a very precise way and a statistically significant way, this is what it takes.
You're proud to be
It takes
part of
about
this.
10 years. I love this study. I think it's a great study. It's an opportunity for patients. That's what I like about this study. Great opportunity.
For Dr. Pohl and his patients, it's a win-win.
Just sitting around waiting for a couple of years, hoping it doesn't come back. Hey, if that's what I got to do, I guess that's what I'll do. But if I can intervene earlier and maybe increase my odds, big maybe, and there are almost no side effects, and I can help the science of kidney cancer, and I can help other people that are going to develop kidney cancer. Gee, it's a hassle, but it's worth it, and it's all free. I mean, these clinical trials are sponsored by the pharmaceutical company. So for all those reasons, it was very common for people to raise their hand and say, look, I hope I'm going to help myself, and I hope I'm going to help others.